What up, guys? It is the Outbreak. I'm gonna show you how to wash these parts too, because I always ask some of the guys I follow how to wash these muddy tires and they never actually respond. So I'm here. You know, one of the funnest things of hobby is to take apart things. You know, I'm not even using any instruction, nothing. Just take it all apart and see if you could put it back together without looking at anything. You know, mix up all the screws, see if you could figure out which screws go in what. But a good way to do that I learned before is you could always take a picture beforehand and, you know, see which screw goes in which hole or whatnot. Sometimes the A-arms here, they have like this bar, which is interesting. It does have CV axles, which is pretty good. You know, this Outbreak is built pretty good. The diffs aren't that good, but it's interesting because this long shaft on top is a one whole piece. Normally, like, you know, like the MT 4x4 Pro is so easy. You just take a couple screws and the whole diff comes out. It's like a piece of cake. Same with the Arrma Granite. But with this car, you have to like take all that off, just like how I did right here. Take it all off, and then you got to unscrew this part, pop off to look at both diffs. So I'm gonna do it anyway, so I'm gonna take it off, so I'm gonna show you guys. But to see which ring gear, spider gear, whatever gear is the one that's broken, and then I'm gonna wash it, show you guys how I wash it really well, because when you take it apart, each piece, you know, all that mud and the crevices, you could soak it in some, you know, Palmolive, whatever, in a bucket, and just let it soak for a while. Use your fingers, rub it out, and it's super clean. I'll show you guys that too. But I'm gonna find out which gears are the broken ones. So let me get all that back part off and the top off, and I'm gonna take the diffs out to investigate and see what gears were broken on this thing, because we did find out that it was broken. So like 30 screws later, so many dang screws. Probably like 15 for the front end, 15 for this front end, another 10 for the center console, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then you take this off, see? Now you can see the drive shaft there, and then you know, the steering linkages. And you know what, they are separate. You just have to remove the center piece first that covers the dirt out of the center steel drive shaft, which is pretty cool. No center diff, obviously. There's the slipper clutch. Okay, take that off. You guys saw that. So it looks like the spur's still good. So it's not the spur observing the drivetrain. Okay, let's take that off. There you go. Now you can take the diff cover off. So I'm going to wash that diff cover. There you go. There's the differential. Ooh, that's steel. Sorry, guys. That's steel. So that looks solid. I don't think that's what gave. I think the differentials is what gave. So I'm going to have to replace whatever's in the differentials. Maybe I'll buy like one differential. I think it's like 20 bucks, and then see which ring gears or spider gears are done. Let's take this off after like a million screws. Take that off there. And there's the rear differential there. So rear differential, sorry about the blurriness, guys. Let me zoom. There you go. So yeah, so it looks pretty good, man. This is pretty cool. This truck has a pretty good drivetrain for what it is. You know, it's got this gear right here. It looks pretty hard. I think you just got to fix what's in the differentials. So I'm probably going to take out the two differentials, and then I'll observe them, see what it is, replace those gears, and then put this thing all back together like that. Yep. There you go. Now let's wash it up. Alright, before I get to the cleaning, the best way to clean it is to take it and strip it down to a complete chassis with nothing left in it. You can get in all the crevices and cracks, you know, and then do it like that. So I took the rear diff out, took them out, and it looks like, you know, the spiral gear, see, they got a shim there, and there's a shim on the inside. The one thing that's kind of annoying with these is they got these little fasteners like this to fasten the diff. So like inside here, see how there's a fastener, so I gotta take that out. Sometimes you like pop it, it goes flying, and you lost. You don't have a fastener no more, so you have to be real careful taking those fasteners off. But these are metal. They're metal diff gears, spiral gears, but it only has two. So it has like the center rod with the two, and then you just drop it in, and then one on the end like that, and that's it, and that holds it. And then that little fastener holds this from coming out, and that's all it is. So it looks like, from what I noticed in the rear diff, all the teeth are come on, all the teeth are still good. You know, they just put grease in here, so it didn't look like the diffs broke. I guess they just loosened up, and like, because the grease didn't do good. So I'm just gonna take my 30 weight, fill these bad boys up, and then it should be good to go. I mean, I don't have to buy differentials unless I buy like 2 more of the spider gears and put them in there to put 4, because this can fit 4. But I'm just probably gonna leave it 2 and just put like some thicker diff oil, and it should be good to go. But yeah, I'm gonna take that fastener off, clean them off real good, and it should be good to go. I'll do the front on that side and the back here. Here's all my electronics right there. When I took this off, I popped the washer off, so all I did was I didn't have an extra washer, so I put a little plastic there to hold the ESC down later. Servo, everything's good to go, but I took all the steering links apart. Only problem is I don't look at the instructions, so I'm gonna have to figure a way to put this back together. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, guys, at least I know that the gears and the diffs aren't broken. It just kind of loosened up. I have no idea what it is. When I put it back in with the diff fluid and everything like that, we'll see how it drives and we'll test it out. But anyways, to the washing. Let's go to the washing. Alright, so what you do is you get a little Dawn, you squeeze, you get a little tub like this, put a little Dawn in there, you know, and you take each individual part that you want to wash. So say if like I'll start with the chassis, and you just kind of like put it in there like that, you know, and you kind of soak it in there and you rub it in through with your fingers like that. After about 10 minutes you'll notice it'll be like super clean. And so all you got to do is just rub it a little with your fingers, just like that, you know. It's the cleanest way, you know. I was lazy before and I used to use some baby wipes to clean each individual part, and then, you know, now see, you just need a little water. Use those little fingers of yours and just kind of get in there. And once you pick it up, look at that, it's already getting clean, you know. Then you grab each individual part, tires, wheels, but you know, the metal parts like the bolts and nuts, like down in here, you probably want to take those and kind of like put them aside, because you don't want them to get rusty, you know. Some people always do that, then they end up getting rusty. But the plastic parts like the A-arms and all that stuff, you just put in there and you wash it, and then it's clean. That's all you got to do. And you could take a little towel and just wipe it down and then put it back and you're good to go. But I'm gonna get it all put back together and then I'll show you. Alright, I'm trying to get out of the light here. So as you guys can see, it only has 2 spider gears in there. If I bought another cross and I could tighten that down, it'd probably be better. But for a car of this magnitude, you know, I'm putting 30 weight diff fluid in there. So this is like one of my favorite parts, just lubing it up just like that until it gets to the top. And then after you put it in there, you just kind of like spin it, you know, get it in those gears nice and solid. And then we just bolt it back up, and then it should be good to go. I'll check the front as well and see if any of the teeth broke. But it looks like nothing broke so far. It's just you know, it's just not tight. It's just not tight. So if I got another gear, it'd be better. But yeah, so spin it a little, then I'll add more. So I'm running 30K right in there. And it is back together, guys. Holding it spins a lot better now. Yeah, see, it's thicker and it moves a lot better. I want to show you guys something real quick as far as the shaft goes. This slipper clutch is easier. There's a slipper, the pads. It uses pins to kind of hold it, so it's like kind of non-adjustable, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, see, these gears are all good. No broken teeth on that. Neither on this side. So that clunky sound one, I guess, was just the differential. That's the rear there. I gotta do the front and check if there's anything broken there. Okay, so after finishing the rear diff, now I'm on the front diff, and it looks like, you know, let me focus in on that. All the gears are good. I checked the 2 ring gears, or the spider gears inside, the 2 sun gears with the fastener, and see, all the teeth are come on, zoom in, I mean focus. There you go, see? All the teeth are clear, so I guess it's good. I mean, it just got moved. It got this nasty grease stuff that I just took out, cleaned real good, and I'm gonna put the diff lube in, and hopefully it'll just run good again. Alright, so the key to fixing this is putting a shim behind the 2 sun gears, one underneath and one from the top one when you cover it like this. And if you put the shim there, then it'll keep it in. So the reason why I was clicking was because the gears get moved in there and they flip around. There's too much space. So in order to tighten up that space, you would normally need a shim or 2 more spider gears. But I'll probably put the lube in, and hopefully that'll be good for now.